What is going on, family? I am very stoked because today we are getting into a little bit of a special reaction request today. Our good buddy KuztumOGT, and if you don't know who KuztumOGT is, you better make sure that you go and follow and support him. We're going to make sure that we leave all the stuff for everything that he does in the very top of this video, so that way if you don't have it, you'll have it now. Make sure you go give him love and support. He's got a birthday coming up, and there's a little bit of a story kind of surrounding that, and as part of some love and support and just in celebration of Custom overall, that we wanted to do something special for him, and he had provided a couple of videos for us that we're going to watch and kind of talk about, and then we were going to get into a very special and important song to him, and we have quite a bit to talk about today. But again, make sure you go and follow and support him before you even watch the rest of this video if you don't know who he is.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Johnny, for having me on for one, and for doing this for my birthday for another. I appreciate what you do, man. It seems like we have a lot of commonalities in how we do things, yet there's stark differences. But like even a simplistic job like putting boxes on just loading boxes in a plant, you can do them two different ways to get to the same results. And I've noticed that things you say are the same things I'm saying about mental health and about coping and about emotions, letting them go. And, you know, it's okay for a man to cry, and it's okay to be equal with people, and unity and loyalty and trust, and the promotion of other people with the platform you have, and I thank you for that and what you do. Also, we have a huge similarity, and we are supporters of free ball and the warning. Yeah, they're great, both of them. And I appreciate you, man. And we were in a live stream for anyone that don't know, and Johnny told a story that was personal to him, and it made me think of something that was personal to me, which is the whole reason why I became a reactor and I'm here now. Is a friend of mine took his own life on my birthday. Also, my father passed away on my birthday of a heart attack, and my friend left me a note in his pocket. And then and sorry, he did a reaction for me. So Johnny's been kind enough to play the very first part of it, where Sorry reads a letter that I had her read for me. So enjoy this, and thank you. And Johnny, where I got you is a sister channel in my channel, and much love to everybody. Mental health is real. Again, Johnny, thank you, and all your Foxtrot family. I appreciate what you do.
All right. Well, I have some thoughts, but I definitely wanted to hear the next part before I continued and said anything else.
Tonight we have a special little bonus video to do for you guys. This is going to be Alice in Chains Don't Follow for our friend Danny, who is in the chat right now. He has a little something he would like us to read before we start.
And this is for his birthday, right?
It is, but it's kind of interesting. Yes. Happy birthday. Let's just get that in
Happy
there.
birthday, sir.
Because I'm not sure it's like celebratory as far as the topic. So happy birthday, Danny. A person may smile, laugh, and seem perfectly happy, yet inside you see a worthless failure, a weight that drags everyone around you down. That person who smiles every day doesn't like who they see in the mirror. Self-worth is bankrupt, and all confidence is lost if it was ever found. If you feel this way, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not a lost cause, and time to help you isn't a waste. It's okay not to know all the answers. Neither do I. I try to make peace with my past, or it robs me of my present. That's a good line. Be firm with your choices. Don't go backwards to situations that weren't helping you. Daily remind yourself why you decided to even move forward. Let go of those negative feelings in a positive way. Whatever tool you use, be consistent. I had a best friend hang himself on January 18th my birthday, and I lost my father the same day, 2 years apart. This song is what my friend told me to listen to in the letter he left me. R.I.P. to all who lost their battles, but let them help us win ours. That's from my heart. Thanks, you guys. So.
All right. Heavy shit.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
said say happy birthday first.
Happy birthday, homie. All right, let's do this. Alice in Chains, Don't Fuck.
Happy birthday, homie, man. Yeah. I'm glad I got that little laugh out of the way. Kind of helped make me feel a little bit better about what we just listened to. You know, with talking with Danny, and when he shared and talked about that, you know, he said it in the video, and when he explained to me about when he started his channel, like this was like the reason why. That really moved me. It made me think a lot about like when I first started my channel and my reasons. And I talk about on my channel a lot that how music saves my life every day. And I never know what song it's going to be or where it's going to come from. What the topic is or whatever, you know. I like a lot of sad stuff, but it's not like it's all I listen to, you know what I mean? But when I started my channel, I remember talking to my friend and telling him, shout out to Pups. I remember talking to my best friend and talking about like why I wanted to start my channel in the first place. And of course, I've said it a lot on the channel. Like, you know, I'm pretty open about the fact that I can want to help support the artists. You know, especially the ones that are like, you know, more on their path upward, right? When they're more at the beginning of their journey, when it's the toughest. But I don't really talk about a lot about the fact about the connection that music can bring to people. And how songs can just mean so much to people, whether people understand that or not. You know, I've sent so many songs to so many people. Just being vulnerable. Reaching out when they told you to reach out. And they don't recognize that you are. And you give them like a part of yourself that way. And they don't know what you're doing. When I was talking to my best friend about starting my channel, I told him, I'm like, I know I'm not the only person in the world that feels this way. I can't be the only person that feels this way about this shit. There's got to be people out there that feel the same. And it's brought me to a community It's brought me to friends like Custom. And that's brought me to a place like where we are today. Where sometimes when the world is like super chaotic and you're like in the middle of a fucking hurricane. Again, I've been in the black hole of the abyss for months. And now my world's like a fucking hurricane. And this is why I started my channel. Was for people like Danny. And for people like his friend. Who shared this song with him. Because it fucking means something. Whether people get that or not. It does. My heart goes out to him right now. Having to deal with like all this. Just having to deal with like the loss around something that you're supposed to celebrate. And I talk about that a lot when it comes to like when we talked about the holidays and how like everybody might seem so happy and you're supposed to be so happy. You know, Custom put it in that letter that she wrote in the video we watched about like looking at yourself in the mirror and the people who smiled and laughed the loudest. And that's real shit. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. And I was telling them like, you know, that like I think that the two most important things in the world are laughter and love. And those are the things that people are afraid of to do the most. I told her, I was like, how can anybody want to hold in a laugh? Why would anybody not want to laugh? I can't stand people that don't like to laugh. What are you afraid of? You know, I've been thinking a lot about like learning how to love myself and let other people love me. And I think that starts a little bit with kind of like the laughter. We gotta be able to learn how to laugh before we can learn how to love. Because I think that both are important. And I think music reminds us and teaches us that. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel how you feel. I feel like it's important for someone to tell you that. Even if everybody who says that they love you, like, they don't get it. And they still think that you're somebody that you're not. You aren't the problem. Always look for people who just love you for who you are. Not who they think you are. Or what they want you to be. I think it's always important to be yourself. I think the thing that I want to, before we get into the song, I think the thing I would want you guys to take away from all of this is that Everybody has their reasons of why they start a reaction channel. Everybody has their reasons why they start a band. Everybody has their reasons why they do any of the stuff that we do here on YouTube and put out in the world like that. And some people are trying to make a difference. And some people are trying to go against that mold. And I think people like Customer, like those kind of people. There's a purpose and a message behind why he's doing what he does. And it's because of somebody that he lost, that he loved dearly. And I've lost people too. And I think about him all the time. It's like every time I turn around, there's an anniversary of another dead friend. You know what it's like to like fucking just go week after week and just think about like, it's this person's week. Look, I'm just like in a constant state of mourning all the time. Again, shout out to Puffs. Give me some tissues. I'm probably not alone when I say that I think that most anybody who's probably even watching this right now probably somewhat have an idea of what I'm saying, so I don't feel like I'm talking to you when I say there is a power in the art of music. And it's able to speak for people when they're not able to tell you how they feel. This one goes out to Danny and his friend. Thank you, man, for holding on as long as you have. And you could. But he's not forgotten. They're not forgotten. Because we're here talking about it right now. And their life means something. And it meant something to somebody. I don't even know him. Alright. Let's check out some Alice in Chains.
Hey, I ain't never coming home. Hey, I'm just wandering my own road. Hey, I can meet you here tomorrow. No, say goodbye, don't follow. Misery so hollow. Hey, you living life worthwhile.
I feel like it's really kind of hard to even just like kind of put into words like what the song's kind of making me feel at the moment. Especially kind of knowing the backstory. This is a love letter to a friend. It just makes me think about the ones that I've sent to my friend. He told me a story once that probably one of the very first songs I ever shared with him, where I told him, I was like, man, this song just really kind of destroys me every time I listen to it. And he told me about a month ago, he was like, man, I still listen to that song, and every time I do, he's like, I can't get through it without crying, because he goes, I feel you in it. And I know that's what Custom does when he listens to this one, man. I know you feel it. I do. I know what you mean, man. I know what you...
Hey, you pass me down that bottle. Yeah. Hey, you can't shake me round now. I get so lost and don't know how. Yeah, it hurts to care. I'm going now. Say goodbye, don't
Just... I like the overall message of the song, where it has like kind of like that upbeat feeling to it towards the end, to come back to like that intro of the whole song, where it just kind of ties together, I think, perfectly with that story. I really like the "Say Goodbye, Don't Follow." That line's just gonna make me cry just even thinking about it. I think a lot of times It may be hard to hear, but I think a lot of times when people decide to go on their own accord that way, we really do think that we're helping everybody else. And we really do believe that. We believe it like with everything we have. And I know nobody ever thinks that that's what we possibly could be really thinking. But sometimes, like, it is just making the hard decision. But I know it's not really the right answer. And I'm glad that I have failed in my attempts. Because I've always felt like I was supposed to be here for something. And I believe that we all are. Even if we don't understand it in the moment. I guess the last thing I got for you guys on this one today is you really are never alone. Don't feel like you are. There's always somebody for you to talk to at the Foxtrot family. We'd be happy to. Just gotta reach out. You gotta do a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't, join the Foxtrot family. There's always room.